I am in LAX right now because I am about to go fishing. It's going to be another epic fishing trip to Florida. My favorite. It's going to be extensive, it's going to be long, it's going to be exhausting, it's going to be fun, and best of all, it's going to be with my dad. I've arrived in Orlando for the epic fishing trip, May 2017. Just got to Orlando, and it's hot. I gotta take this thing off. All right, so this begins the epic fishing adventure in Florida. And this time with my dad. So we're going to go to Dick's first, get some food, head to Stuart, and start fishing.
Absolutely.
Excited?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Until Wednesday.
All right, here we are at our favorite store.
Dick's.
We love Dick's. All right, just finished up getting our tackle from Dick's, fishing licenses. Now we are going to Subway.
Our favorite Subway.
Yep, same one. And then we're on the road to Stuart.
Yep. My subscription.
One thing I love when we first get here, and that is, besides the humidity, you can feel the air here. It's kind of warm, but there's just like a smell to Florida. It smells like outdoors, like wilderness, like fishing. Okay, so we're on the turnpike headed to Stuart, and I just want to lay out what we're gonna do this trip. Okay. So we're gonna hit Stuart first, and then we're going to Cedar Key, Boca Grande, Sanibel. And the goals this trip, of course, as always, is the slam: snook, redfish, trout.
Right.
And this time I'd like to get some of the other species that I've caught before, but I didn't get them on film, like the pompano, things like that.
Yeah, nice.
And any new species. Tarpon, you hooked one last time. Yeah. I hooked one on my last trip, but I didn't land them for a pick.
Oh, the juvenile one, right?
Yeah, the little one. Yeah. So we want to try to catch
one off the beach.
Yeah. So we want to try to get some new species recorded, like tarpon. There's talk of permit.
And kingfish.
There's talk of kingfish off Sanibel.
Kingfish, yeah.
Cobia.
Cobia like crazy in Cedar Key. I read it.
I read the same thing. So there's a cobia in Cedar Key, triple tail in Cedar Key.
Triple tail be nice.
Some mackerel, nice. Of course. So any of those things would be fantastic, especially a nice sized cobia, because that would be a good fight.
I've never caught a triple tail, and I heard they're pretty good fighters,
yeah,
man. I'd like to catch one of those. Yeah.
Well, especially in Cedar Key, the crab traps. That's where they hang out.
Okay.
So since we're renting a boat, that could be an option. That would be really cool to catch a triple tail. So that is the plan. That is our layout. Those are obviously any other game fish. Bluefish, black drum, sheephead, flounder. That's all great too. So those are the key species, and of course trophy fish of any kind are always in the mix.
Yeah.
So that is the plan for this trip. So let's see how it pans out.
Yeah. Come down. He's a nice guy. I'm gonna go fishing with him.
Okay, we're at Stuart, the Walmart. A couple more supplies to get. And
we're gonna go visit the deplorables.
Yep. And with a very short amount of time, we will be fishing. Here we are at River Palm, getting our gear ready for our first night of fishing. So, Dad, let me see your extendo rod.
You're making fun of me.
I would never. What'd you say? What'd you say is gonna happen when we go down to the House of Refuge?
Let me just show you this. This is a nice pole. Look at this thing. It's like 80 feet long. It's still coming out.
So what's gonna happen when we go to the refuge?
You're gonna say, Dad, can I borrow that big pole? And I'll say, no, because you broke the last one. Look, it's got really. This is actually a fly rod, actually. Just look at the little holes on it.
It is?
Yeah. It's got little tiny eyelets. I want to try it anyway, Don. Come on. Be adventurous.
Seagull Red Label.
do not want to be without a pair of pliers. This always makes me feel like I'm going into a gunfight. So we're gonna give this a shot. We just got to River Palm. We got all of our gear ready to go. All the rods and reels are rigged up. Got my tackle box consolidated. Got everything ready to go. GoPro is on. We don't have any live bait right now because everywhere was closed, so we're dealing with frozen shrimp. So we're gonna give it a shot. I'm not too optimistic as far as catching game fish with frozen shrimp, but we'll see. We got a few jigs that we'll try. Maybe we can catch a couple of snook off some of the jigs here. So we're gonna go give it a try. Alright, it's extremely low tide. It's very windy, and we're using frozen shrimp. But we're gonna give it a shot. I got a little jig head on there and a frozen shrimp. So maybe we'll catch something. Well, I just had my first hit, I think. So maybe that's good news. Hopefully it's not a toadfish or anything. Well, we got skunked our first night here. Mainly because we didn't have any live shrimp. There were tons of... The tide was really low when we started, but as the tide came in, the fish started to feed. We could see tons of nice trout and a few snook. And they were feeding on something, but nothing that we had to offer. So normally we have live shrimp for our first night, but not this time. So I'm just gonna get some sleep and start fresh with some live bait and go catch some fish.